Today I'm hooking up trailer lights on this old boat trailer. I have the Hopkins trailer light kit. Bought this from Walmart. I believe it was around 30 bucks. And I'm not going to show you step by step how to do this because I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. But I do want to show you what this looks like out of the box. I want to open it up. I'm kind of curious to see how many wire connections I'm going to have to make. How everything is all hooked together in this thing. That's what this little, I believe these little lights can go on the side of the trailer if you choose to use them. Looks like you are going to have to do a little bit of splicing. It's not all hooked together like the magnetic ones. It does tell you on the back, kind of, they're labeled. You've got the road side and the curb side. That way you don't get those confused. And then it does have the top labeled. That way you can kind of figure out where they go. Now you can kind of see the little light on the side. So I would assume that goes on the sides as well. It does come with instructions. Here are the connectors and clips. Came with this little plastic bracket, but I'm not sure why it didn't come with two of them. I can see the back matches up here, but I only have one bracket in this thing. And here's the roll of wire. So now I'm just going to kind of unroll this, kind of see what I'm dealing with here. Looks like it's going to have a left hand and a right hand side. So you'll be running, I guess, a wire down each side, which might make it pretty easy. I know I've been using magnetic lights for a while and they're all ran together. And then at the end you split it. So that should actually make it pretty easy. Should be able to just undo this wire and then run it down the sides of your trailer. And then plug it in. Now this white one, I'm going to connect that to the trailer, bolt it to the trailer. I believe that's going to be my ground. So I did look up what this is. This is a license plate holder. So I'm guessing you could put that behind your light, then hold your license plate down below it. So again, this is going to be very easy to hook up. I'm going to skin this white wire, bolt it to the trailer frame. That way I'll be grounded. Then I'm going to run that wire somewhere down that main beam and it's going to split. I'm going to go inside here and run one on that side and one on this side. Another thing that makes it really easy is just that they're color coded. So all you have to do is match up the colors, splice them together. You should be good to go. I think my bolts are going to match up. Should be pretty easy to set up these trailer lights. One thing I'm going to do after I take these lights off is I'm going to take this file. I'm going to scrape that down to bare metal, try to get some of that rust off. Because I believe the electricity has to go through the light, then it goes through that trailer frame and back to that white ground wire. So I think you really need a good connection. So just another little thing that I'm doing. One other thing I'm going to do is I've got this old water hose. I'm going to use it for conduit. Run it through there. Maybe that'll make the wires last longer. Maybe it'll help prevent rats from chewing through my wires. So just another little idea that I had. I ended up moving the trailer into the yard because I ended up having to cut those tail lights off. Those bolts, they just kind of wanted to spin around. So I have the wire run through water hose there. I kind of zip tied it all together right there at that junction. Then it goes, there's a wire on each side of the frame going to the back. Now where I have the hole drilled in the back, I did drill the hole out a little bit bigger. I went ahead and put electrician's tape around there. Hopefully that'll help protect that wire, keep it from getting a hole in it right there. Hopefully that'll last a little longer. You can see I use wire and zip ties to hold that water hose in. Hopefully that'll work. So I'm going to finish wiring up these lights. Probably go ahead and replace these boards while I'm at it. So as you can see, my tail lights are on, but I've got this left side hooked up. I'm getting no light there. I did figure out what my problem is. It is, you can see that white ground cord hanging down there. It has to be hooked up. So luckily I had some extra wire that I was able to cut off before I spliced that together. I used that extra wire. I got a self-tapping screw and I screwed it into the frame of this trailer. Now I've got something to hook this white wire up to. I don't really like this setup, but apparently it has to be grounded pretty good for it to work. So I'm gonna do that, and I've already tried it. It works, so I'm gonna hook it up and show you. But yeah, this white wire right here has to be, I don't know if you could hook it up. Well, it needs to be hooked to the trailer, so that's something you're gonna have to do. And I do really dislike how short that is, because that's not even, you know, you're gonna have to splice more wire in there for it to work. So again, for the sake of the video, I've got that kind of wired to the frame. Now I'm gonna go flip those lights back on. And I have tail lights. And my left signal works as well. Now, one other thing I did, of course I'm gonna pull these to the side and kind of move them out of the way. But one other thing I did, I don't like the setup, but the electricity's running through there and it's grounding to the trailer. I've got me some galvanized electric fence wire, and I've got it run up and tied to the frame up here. And the reason that I did that is this trailer, kind of a tilt trailer, I think, right here. And I didn't know how good that connection was through there. Well, you can see where that pin comes out right there for it to tilt. I think I am gonna move that over to here though, because I think this is one continuous beam through there. And it took me long enough, but I've got them hooked up now.